Welcome, everyone. Today, we're chatting about something pretty interesting, especially if you're into natural remedies or maybe making your own skincare
Hmm.
or even just, a good DIY project. We're looking at a really insightful blog post from 420formulator.com.
Right.
It goes into detail about this fascinating kit for herbal infusions.
Hmm.
Because, if you've ever tried making your own herbal oils at home, maybe some tinctures,
Oh, yeah.
you probably hit that point of frustration, right? The mess is one thing,
Definitely the myth.
and then guessing the temperature or just getting results that are all over the place.
It can be so inconsistent.
Yeah, it really takes the fun out of it sometimes, doesn't it?
It really can. And, well, that's sort of the challenge this blog post tackles head on. So we're focusing today on a review of this device called the Pot by NOIDS Herbal Infuser.
Pot by NOIDS, right?
Yeah. And we want to explore what makes this one apparently such a standout for precision, and just making the whole process easier.
Whether you're making oils or tinctures, that kind of thing.
Exactly. It seems to streamline what can feel like a really daunting task sometimes. And actually, it's probably worth mentioning quickly, 420formulator.com. It's run by Mike Harmon. It's just an amazing resource overall.
For sure.
Especially if you're into skincare formulation or, well, cannabis stuff too. This blog is a great example of the kind of in-depth content he puts out.
Okay, so let's get into it. What is this Pot by NOIDS? What does the blog say first caught the eye? It's described as like a portable, all-in-one kind of thing.
Yeah. Designed for decarboxylating and infusing herbs, especially cannabis. That seems to be a key focus.
And the name NOIDS, like cannabinoids.
Yeah, the blog points that out. It's a bit playful, right? But as we'll see, it's useful for a lot more than just that. But what really jumped out from the blog, even before the features? The delivery?
Delivery. How so?
Well, the author talks about this other infuser, an Ardent FX. Got stuck in customs for weeks.
Oh, nightmare.
Yeah, and cost like an extra $60 in taxes because the invoice clearly said cannabis?
Oh.
Okay, but the pot brinoids. Apparently, it just came through Amazon, labeled simply Herbal Infuser.
Smart.
No delays, no extra fees, just arrived.
Yeah.
And I mean, for a lot of people, especially dealing with sensitive ingredients, that's a huge relief, a big win.
That is a brilliant point. Who needs that stress? Okay, so smooth delivery is a check.
Yeah.
But what about the tech? What makes it special once it arrives? The blog mentions this sophisticated technology, like a unique heating system.
Right. This seems to be the core of it. It adjusts in real time, apparently, to keep the temperature really, really consistent.
And that's key for decarboxylation, right?
Yeah.
Activating the herbs.
Absolutely crucial. For full decarb, getting all the potential out, and for effective infusion, too.
Compared to just using an oven or a crock pot, which can be so variable.
Exactly. Those methods can have wild temperature swings. You risk degrading the good stuff. So this precision is, well, a game changer, as the blog puts it. And that real-time adjustment, it's not just about hitting a number. There's an algorithm.
An algorithm, okay.
Yeah, it adjusts the time, too. Say, if the unit struggles a bit to reach temp, or if you're using a smaller amount of herbs.
So compensates.
Right. It ensures you get a reliable, consistent result every time. Takes out the guesswork compared to just setting a timer and hoping for the best.
That's pretty smart. And then there's this other detail. Strain-specific settings. Settings for CBD dominant versus THC dominant strains. Why is that so important? Seems quite niche.
It's a great question. It's all about optimization. The ideal conditions, temperature, time, they're actually different for CBD and THC.
Really? Didn't know that.
Yeah. So by having separate settings, the device helps you get the maximum potency for whichever you're working with. And importantly, better flavor, too.
A flavor, okay.
Yeah.
Protects the terpenes and things.
Exactly. Avoids degrading those delicate compounds you get with a one-size-fits-all approach.
That is serious attention to detail. And speaking of surprising features, the blog mentions it can decarb fresh cannabis.
Yeah, without needing to dry it first.
How does that work? Doesn't the moisture interfere?
Apparently, the machine just figures it out. It automatically calculates the longer time needed to deal with the moisture.
Wow. That's really thoughtful design. Drying can be such a hassle.
It really is. It shows they thought about the whole process, making it more approachable, saving time, reducing potential mistakes. Pretty clever.
Okay, so the tech sounds impressive. Precision, smart adjustments, even handling fresh herbs. Let's talk results. What can you actually make with this thing? Oils obviously seem like a big one.
Definitely. The blog mentions the usual suspects like coconut and olive oil, great staples.
But it highlights others too.
Yeah, some really interesting ones. MCT oil, for example. Super stable, easily absorbed, good for skincare and edibles.
Okay.
Then rice bran oil, very heat stable, lots of antioxidants, so good for cooking and skin.
Versatile.
And thistle oil, hazelnut, jojoba, camellia seed oil. Lots of options depending on what you want to achieve.
The key being that the oil needs to be heat stable for the process and right for the end use.
Absolutely. Got to match the oil to the job. And then there's butter or ghee.
Ah, the classics for edibles.
Right. Perfect for brownies, pasta sauces, that kind of thing. Ghee is basically clarified butter, more like an oil.
But probably not for cosmetics.
Generally not, no. Different properties needed for skin stuff. These are more for delicious food infusions.
Makes sense. Okay, what about tinctures? That's another big area.
Concentrated liquid extracts. The blog really stresses using high-strength ethanol.
Like really high proof.
Yeah, ideally 95% ABV, even up to 98%. It mentions brands like Spiritus or Everclear.
And definitely not regular vodka.
No, too much water content. And obviously, never use isopropyl alcohol. That's poisonous.
Right, critical point. So advantages of tinctures. Long shelf life.
Very long shelf life. Easy to add to food or drinks.
Mm.
And you get fast effects if you take it sublingually, under the tongue.
But that high proof alcohol must taste intense.
Yeah, it can be pretty harsh sublingually. The blog has a neat tip, though.
Right.
Dilute it 50.50 with glycerin, makes it much smoother, adds a bit of sweetness.
Oh, interesting. Like vegetable glycerin.
Exactly. Just have to remember, though, it halves the potency per drop, so you need to adjust your dose.
Good tip, but good warning too. Okay, so oils, butter, tinctures. What about something even more potent?
Yeah.
Like FICO, full extract cannabis oil.
Yep, the blog covers that too. FICO involves evaporating the ethanol from a tincture to get a really concentrated oil.
How does the pot handle that? Sounds delicate.
It's got a special low-heat setting just for this. It gently evaporates the alcohol.
Okay.
And here's the really clever bit. It has a condenser. It collects the evaporated alcohol.
No way, so you can reuse it.
Yeah, you can reclaim the ethanol, which is great, saves money, much better for the environment than just letting it evaporate away. Very smart.
That is clever. Reduces waste significantly, but FICO gets super sticky, right? Is it hard to get out?
Another good design point mentioned in the blog. The lid is made of food-grade silicone. Exactly. Makes scraping out that sticky FICO much, much easier than from glass.
Yeah.
And the blog notes, you often only need a tiny amount, like the size of a grain of rice. It's potent stuff.
Wow, okay, so it clearly excels with cannabis. But you mentioned versatility earlier. What about other herbs?
Yes. This is where the author's skincare formulating background really shines in the blog post. It's great for medicinal and therapeutic herbs, too.
So expanding beyond cannabis for, like, DIY skincare.
Definitely. The blog lists several herbs great for oil infusions, especially for things like eczema or psoriasis.
Like what?
Calendula for soothing inflammation. Horsetail, which is high in silica for skin health. Plantain, great for healing.
Common weed, powerful herb.
Totally. And wild pansy, lady's mantle, ribwort, each with their own benefits.
Then how do you infuse those? Same settings.
Good question. The blog suggests using the THC infusion setting for dried herbs. But if you have fresh ones...
Like fresh from the garden.
Yeah, it recommends running a decarb cycle first, just to reduce that moisture content, get a better extraction.
Okay, that makes sense. Handle the water first.
Right.
And what about just flavor? Culinary infusions.
Oh yeah, the blog touches on that too. Endless possibilities. Beyond just rosemary.
Like chili oil, garlic oil.
Exactly. Imagine a chili garlic oil for pasta. Or maybe cardamom and ginger infused oil.
Ooh, for baking. Or dressings.
Yeah. For cakes, lattes, salad dressings. The precision heating means you can capture those delicate flavors without burning them. Really elevates home cooking.
Okay, this thing sounds incredibly versatile. Let's talk practicalities. Straining infusions can be the worst part.
The messiest part, usually. But this is where the blog highlights the filter system as a stroke of genius.
High praise. What's special about it?
It's a fine stainless steel mesh filter. It lets you extract the oil super cleanly directly into your bottle.
No cheesecloth.
No cheesecloth, no bits of herb floating around, just clean oil. Apparently it works even with really fine stuff like keef.
That alone sounds amazing. Saves so much hassle.
Big time saver, yeah.
And the blog had another tip about getting every last drop of oil out.
Oh, right. Yeah, for the oil that inevitably gets soaked into the herb material left behind.
What do?
You just add a little warm water to the container, give it a stir, then press the mesh filter down again.
Oil and water don't mix.
Exactly. The oil separates and floats on top. Then you use the little glass tube it comes with to siphon off that last bit of oil.
Brilliant. Waste not, want not.
Pretty clever way to maximize your yield. And then cleaning, always important.
Please tell me it's easy.
Sounds like it. The glass container, the filter, that collection tube, all dishwasher safe.
Fantastic.
And the main unit itself just needs a wipe down. Seems designed for easy maintenance.
That's a huge plus. Okay, so how does it stack up against other infusers out there? Did the blog compare it?
It did. Mention the Ardent FX again, the Levo II magical butter machine.
Common names in this space.
Right. And the author's conclusion, based on their experience, was that the pot by NOIDS gave more consistent results, better control.
And crucially,
None of those customs nightmares.
that keeps coming back as a major practical benefit.
Seems like it was a real headache they wanted to avoid repeating. So if we were listing the pros from the blog's perspective.
Go for it.
Okay, you've got the separate CBD THC settings. Works with fresh or dried herbs. That precise adaptive heating.
The super clean filter system.
Yep. Dishwasher safe parts. Good customer service mentioned too.
Any cons? Anything it doesn't do well?
Honestly, the blog author kind of playfully said they couldn't really find any major cons. Unless, you count not throwing it against a wall.
Uh-huh. Fair enough. Good advice for any appliance, really.
Pretty much. It sounds like for the author's needs, precision, ease, consistency, it really nailed it.
But no device is perfect for everyone, surely. Did the blog give any hints about who it might not be the best fit for? Or situations where something else might be better?
That's a fair point. The blog really focuses on its strengths, The
Yeah.
precision, the ease of use, avoiding mess, the reliable results. It's implicitly targeted at someone who really values those things.
So someone serious about quality and consistency.
I think so. Someone who wants to take the guesswork out, avoid those delivery hassles maybe, and just get a high-quality infusion without a lot of fuss. It doesn't really delve into scenarios where, say, a larger capacity machine or maybe a simpler, less precise one might be preferable for cost reasons or something. Its focus is clearly on the benefits it does offer.
Okay, that makes sense. It's playing to its strengths.
Yeah.
So let's bring it back for everyone listening. What's the bottom line here? It sounds like the pot by NOIDS really stands out because it delivers consistent, high-quality results. It takes the guesswork and, maybe more importantly, the mess out of making herbal infusions.
Yeah, it frees you up to actually focus on the creative part, the herbs themselves, instead of wrestling with the equipment or cleaning up afterwards. So whether you're thinking about making cannabis tinctures or maybe some therapeutic oils for your skincare routine.
Or even just getting creative with flavored oils for cooking.
Right. This device seems to offer a level of control and quality that's, pretty hard to find otherwise, especially in a home setting. It empowers you to make what you want reliably.
And, if this chat has piqued your interest in DIY natural skincare or cannabis infusions or just formulation in general, you really should check out 420formulator.com. As we said, Mike Harmon has tons of free formulations, great insights there, a really valuable resource, just a friendly tip if you want to explore more.
Definitely worth a look. So maybe the thought to leave everyone with is, imagine the possibilities. When you have that kind of precise control over your infusions, what could you create?
Yeah. What unexpected blend, maybe some herb you haven't tried infusing before, could really transform a simple recipe you make or maybe your daily skincare ritual.
Something to think about. What new creation might be waiting?